Hi, my name is Krista Dancy. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and you are here in my office in Roseville, California, where I see individuals, couples, and families, and have been since 2005. Today we're going to have a special holiday edition. I want to talk a little bit about why some people love the holidays and why some people hate the holidays, aka why are the holidays so emotional? It's going to be a little different from our other format, although I will do my best to keep it within 2 minutes. What I'm going to do more is actually just see how it goes to have a little chat with you instead. So one of the things that you probably know if you've already seen my other videos, if you haven't, I'm going to put a link down below, talking about trauma triggers. As a little review, particularly those things that come through our 5 senses, can be very triggering of somatic or bodily experiences. You have probably felt this if you've ever, for instance, walked into an elevator and smelled somebody's perfume and it took you back to a certain memory or certain time. Somatic experiences, particularly a sense of smell, have a way of doing that. That's what we would call a positive emotionally linked memory that's connected to a body sensation that feels good. That can also happen in the negative. I don't know if you've ever had that experience where it's on the tip of your tongue, you can't quite pinpoint where it's from, but you know that it's not a good feeling that you had with this person or with that experience before. So this can be in the extreme where you have a fully blown like flashback memory, that kind of thing. It can also be really subtle where there's just that sense emotionally that you maybe can't pin why. Well, anytime we find ourselves around ritual, so that could be things like weddings or graduations, but holidays, particularly in our culture, the Christmas holiday is one of the most ritualized parts of our experience in the calendar year. If you think about it, we hear largely the same songs, smell the same smells, and eat the same foods for many of us that we have been our entire lives. And what that ends up making the entire holiday season is a minefield of both positive and negative experiential triggers for those previous experiences. So for those of us who maybe had very stable upbringings with happy holiday traditions, we might find that the holidays give us a sense of what we call warm fuzzies, and we really like them. For those of us who maybe had more chaotic upbringings or have experienced tragedies or tragic losses that really come up for us around the holidays, missing our loved ones, the holidays can therefore be a connection to some really negative felt experiences in our body. And so once again, we walk into a grocery store just minding our own business, and there's about 15 different sense triggers all around us, from the music coming over the loudspeakers to the holiday foods that are on sale to the smells of the season around us, to the sound of the bell ringing from the person outside who's looking for donation. All of these things cause us to be sort of just easily triggered into our earlier experiences. So why do I bring this up? I think that while holiday triggers or sense experience triggers, whatever you want to call them, while they're hard, if you don't know they're happening, they're even harder. So the first thing I recommend is that when you find yourself having this experience, which we all have, I recommend that you really take the time to just sort of notice, look around you, pay attention to what's happening, pay attention particularly to your 5 senses, and see if you can pinpoint exactly what it is that brought that up for you. I think becoming aware of it gives you a few options. Once we know what our triggers are, number one, we can always try our best to avoid them, although that's not entirely possible. Our second one is we can prepare ourselves for them. Knowing that we're going to face them can go a long way towards helping us keep ourselves feeling grounded, being able to identify, I'm having this experience because of this thing that's happening in my environment, but it will be over soon. Or the third thing is you can always do your best to take that experience trigger and reclaim it by tying it to something positive in your experience or by making it meaningful in a way that matters to you. That's something that's a little bit more detailed in depth to go into on this video. I can talk more about it later if you guys want me to. Let me know in the comments and I'll get back to that. Of course, if you ever feel like you get stuck with this, I'm a big advocate for professional therapy, particularly EMDR and brain spotting. I think is very helpful for sense triggers. But I just wanted to give you a little background information why some people love it, some people hate it. Most of us find ourselves doing this most of the holiday season, and hopefully that helps you have a little bit more clarity on why that is. As always, like, comment, or share if this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.